Усім привіт! Будемо добивати нарешті цей наш Хогвартс. Зараз я лише налаштую трансляцію, як завжди. І ми продовжимо. Ну а поки можете послухати чудову хогвартську музику. Така різдвяна. Якась трошки, до речі. А я передивляюся, тому що чомусь у мене... О, з'явилась трансляція, все чудово. Так, відкриваємо. Угу. Упс. Так. Угу. Виставляємо сюди Hogwarts Legacy. Так, я сподіваюся, це не вебом, а вів. О, ну. Спробуємо. Блін, ні, не можна. Так. Шукаємо якийсь веб. Та, блін, а тепер веб-пі. Так, ну давайте щось прикольне. О, є, PNG. Чудово. Так, ходімо. Тепер тег забираємо. Угу. Сьогоднішня дата. Розташування. Угу. Все. А, і ще ж, звісно, обов'язково. В принципі, все. Так, йдемо до деталей. Зараз я собі чат одразу відкрию, щоб вже видно його було. Угу. Усі. Так, закриваємо. Якось так. Все, поїхали. Що у нас по квестам? Давайте взагалі глянемо. О, у мене є талентс. А, ну в принципі так. Я тут трошки качнувся. Я закривав мапу, бігав просто. Угу. Ось сюди треба. Де це у нас знаходиться? У астрономічній. Travel. Fast travel. О, дивіться, воно несе мітлу. Нічого собі. Звук став потужніший. Оп, стрибок. Що ти? Що ти там нюхаєш?
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for
Що ти
watching.
там занюхаєш? А, квітка. Просто воно тут якось тотем. Мені дали за це тотем. Так. Добре, давайте, ну... Не Хок... А, до речі, в Хоксмі, да. Давайте пройдемо цей квест з магазином. Ексклюзивний той що. У мене вже 5 нових сповіщень на Ютубі. Ой-ой-ой, що я зробив? Секунду. А. Це не нові. Так.
Revelio.
А тут є щось у будинку, да? Чи десь під будинком? Як сюди? А, розумію, ключик. Але ми йдемо сюди. Пенні. Так, давайте ми зробимо сейф. Бо цей квест має бути кльовий.
Hello there.
Hello
Was there
there.
something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop. And Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything
Да, бо
you
ми
want
купу
to
всього
sell. It will
скидаємо.
no work at all for you once the shop is up and running.
А можна буде
If you
матеріали
want the
продавати,
shop,
може
and
навіть.
Penny hopes that you do. You should talk to Penny's
Всяке
mistress
сміття.
as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Що?
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
Ха.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Disney to
О,
Mooncalf.
все, чудово.
If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the
І це
best
ексклюзив?
price. Just ask
Тобто
Mistress
інші не можуть
Mason.
продавати на інших цих платформах?
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly.
Є проблемки, да.
Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Ходімо. Look for the Forbidden Forest. Добре. Мені здалося, там щойно був кіт. Ми що, провтикали кота? А де коти всі? Тут... О, бачу одного. Вітаю. Це, звісно, після котів зі стрею цей, ну, не дуже гарно намальований. Але... Музика щойно перекинулась, чули? Тут відчинимо одразу, може? Ні, також левел 3. Я не до вас. Я бачу, що тут щось є. О, Golden Silk Rope. Прикольно. Улюблена частина гри. Не зрозумів. Значить, треба обережніше. У Бетмені ця штука набагато цікавіше грається. Хоча суть приблизно та ж сама.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Demiguise? Зараз ми тебе заберемо. Чекаємо ночі.
Fine now, demiguise.
Угу. $50 монет. Дякую. Так, зачекайте, пані. Тут є лут. Лут. Оп, стоп. Ага, все. А, все, бачу тебе. Зараз, до речі. Так. Так. Хапа. Не вистачає мені, звісно, скілів. Клавіш. Ну, давайте так. Оп, поговоримо. А, ні, скидаю.
Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Indeed.
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail.
Зрозуміло, яка у них бізнес-модель.
In Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Your faith in me is overwhelming. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm going to fail.
There's that confidence again. And, of course, I wish you every success. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly,
Ну,
I
цікаво,
only
просто давайте
knew
вже
that
всі
if for
елементи
some
діалогу
reason
пройдемо.
you're unable to keep the
було
shop
зрозуміліше.
going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
Добре.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
Добре.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
Зрозуміло.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long.
Так, у мене є, ну що?
If you
Давайте.
do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Так, все, давай.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a
Чи я провтикав
remarkably
щойно, скільки він
resourceful
коштує? Може, в
student
мене нема
I
стільки?
am indeed.
and brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Скільки я грошей витратив? Ні скільки? Я думаю, ми одразу зробимо ось так. Щоб тут поменше бігати. Шкода, що не можна так літати далі. Ну, ходімо.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Bombarda.
Ні, не цим. Добре.
Levioso.
Ну, добре, добре, доведеться міняти скіл на репаро.
Reparo.
Penny can already see the potential. This
Так вона могла й сама таке зробити.
successful shop in Hogsmeade. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Понятно, якась підстава. Це, ну, в принципі, я ж бачив трейлер. Я знаю, що там буде. Не буду спойлерити тим, хто просто дивиться зараз. Та-да-та-да-та-да. Поїхали. Ого, завантаження, я давно не бачив цих значків. Емблем. Упс. Так, ну я думаю, якщо зробити знов так.
Lumos. Revelio.
Ой, як гарно.
Lumos. Revelio.
Дивіться, як я розкидаю.
Lumos.
Так, тут нормально всякого лута. І пацюків.
Levioso.
І що він? Атакований.
That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here?
Elf-sized
Very
head.
hospitable.
О,
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem to be
Fastidio.
sort. What fun this will be!
Depulso.
For me, at least.
Lumos.
ляльки.
That's new. Onwards, I suppose.
Вау,
Who's there?
привид.
Bombarda.
Все бомбардери зносить. Ніяк інакше. Так, і куди? А, зрозумів. У мене занадто світло в кімнаті, зараз, секунду. Це продовжуємо. Бо засвічували екрани і взагалі не те щось. Ну і що? Ну і не страшно. Ей. SSD. А, це ми знов повернулися в ту кімнату. Але коридор змінився.
That's lovely.
Вау. Цікаво. Картини круті.
Seems as if I should hang something there. Lumos.
Угу. Треба знайти. Бачу його.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. These lanterns must belong somewhere.
Опа, це було легко.
How enlightening! you might survive a bit longer than
Survive? В сенсі survive. Довгий коридор. Але ми не поспішаємо. Якщо що, депалс одразу по всім бахнемо. Для початку. Не поспішаємо.
Lumos.
А от
you've
і он.
come so far
Фастідіо.
so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do
Що,
hope you
бійка з
enjoy our
привидом?
playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story.
Ah.
Unfortunately for you, both sides here are to my story. To the end.
Зрозумів. Відбивати їх не можна. Так. Тут що на горі? Ну, я зрозумів, спочатку праворуч, потім ліворуч, там все таке.
I simply adore this
Виглядає гарно.
place. Don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long.
Incendio.
Оп.
Confringo.
Там є
I
щось.
wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors.
Угу. Ні, та це зрозуміло, я просто хотів подивитися спочатку, що там де.
Incendio.
Це я там нормально підпалив усього. О, це прикольно.
Accio.
Акіо. І йдемо сюди.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Все, один є. Інший з іншого боку, так?
Revelio.
Ой, там щось непросте буде зараз. Я бачу, там багато червоного.
What's this?
Шахи.
A game within a game. Ooh, knight to h3. Nighty night.
Це, типу, мені не можна наступати на ті клітки. Зрозуміло. Просто під удар не влучити. І плюс... Слон. Блін, туди не можна також ставати, і туди не можна ставати. Так, то король. Ще точно можу сюди. Все, там скриня лише одна ж, правильно? А тільки тут. І, в принципі, отак обходимо.
That wasn't too difficult.
І тепер йдемо сюди. Сюди. Оп. Ну, прикольно, це кльово було.
Oh goodness. I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
От і друга сторона. Ага, а де ліхтар? Тут. Чудово, ходімо далі. Бачу дверцята. Так, це перше, я так розумію. Угу. Ну, зрозуміло, що з цього боку так само тепер. Щось має бути. Депульс їх, до речі, не б'є. Угу. Вітаю. Блін, прикольно, це на контрол зараз схоже. Мітла не працює тут.
I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable.
Hi. Десь має бути ще ліхтар. А, розумів, я пробіг там. Добре, давай так. Десь має бути третій. Явно туди не стрибатиму. А пронести я його ще не міг. Просто. Найс. Зрозуміло. Все, зрозуміло. Опа. Що тут, заруба буде якась чи ні? А от і заруба. Хоча я не думаю, що їм Крусьо щось дає. Гаси їх. А Крусьо їх знищує. Усіх розвалив. Фу-фу-фу, це було прикольно. А ні. Цікаво. А там що? Там зачинено. Значить нам сюди.
Бомбарда.
І що, нащо мені тут ці окуляри? А, зрозумів.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Я вже й забув, що я йшов сюди за ними. Блін, це ж з іншого боку така ж фігня.
Revelio.
Пішком. Тут зараз буде бійка, так?
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where else shall I put this?
Accio. Capulso.
А, зрозумів.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Imperial.
На. Тай. Я випадково Феліциса випав.
Now don't get your attention.
Він мене вдарити намагався?
Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Давай, давай, давай. О, павуки. Так, тут щось є.
Revelio.
Ага. А, хілки, типу. О, я граю на харді. При цьому хілки мені не потрібні.
You've chosen the scholarly.
Lumos.
You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Ну, зрозуміло також. Ліворуч і праворуч. Побігли. Ой. Ой.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Угу. Десь тут має щось бути.
Revelio.
Яс, стрибнути не можна?
Descendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Capulso. Descendo.
О, нащо мені це?
Flipendo. Capulso. Accio. Descendo.
Не розумію поки що. Чого від мене можуть хотіти? Блін, не влучаю.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Працюють ці клавіші тут. Ну, вон там двері, зрозуміло.
Revelio.
Добре. Я думаю, нам тут треба якось обійти. Наприклад, ось так, до речі.
Descendo. Accio. Capulso. Descendo. Accio.
А, бачу. Чи не бачу? Що я маю тут зробити цікаве? Ага, невидима стіна. Хитруни. О, фізика. І головне, що це теж не відбувається. Я б зрозумів, якби нам треба було її типу сюди підтягнути і залізти, але ж ні.
Revelio. Levioso. Cavolso.
Це дивно. Ні, це не дивно. Це я туплю.
Wingardium Leviosa.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Revelio.
Не падати. Що так темно? О, рукавички.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Оп.
Lumos.
Знову вверх ногами все.
Perhaps I should pull the lantern into
Та я
the
зрозумів, так.
rotate again.
Дякую за підказку.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ось і одні дверцята.
All books and notes.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Оп, тепер праворуч.
Lumos.
А тут у нас що? Оп. Двері, двері, двері. Це ж штука для катувань. Серйозно. Точніше, для вбивства.
Oh, deja vu.
Lumos.
Скинув мене, гад. Добре. Залишилось ще двоє дверей. Знову ця сталева діва. Так. Реакція. Так і будемо.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Зачекай, зачекай. Я знаю. Нам треба бігти в цей бік. Щоб ти постійно створював сюди. А потім різко розвертаємося і біжимо щосили назад. Ова. Фак.
What was that?
Ого, мене збив якийсь павук. Це було кріпово. І от такого я точно тут не очікував. Я ще дивлюсь, блін, то двері, зараз щось буде. Але я думав, там нападе хтось, чи що ще, чи впаду, але не... Не це.
Bombarda! Lumos!
Тут навіть Люмос не дуже допомагає. Ну, залишаються одні дверцята. І помітили, саме все сталося, коли я... Зараз буде кріпота.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Bombarda! Lumos!
З бомбарди можна заходити всюди, в принципі. Буде норм. Прикольний квестик. Тут Хогвартс взагалі інший настрій має. З усіма мочимось, добре? А де вороги? Чи я думав, буде десь поруч? Ого! Їх навіть не збиває така... Ну, в принципі, логічно, що їх не збиває атака прямо. Найс. Бачимо дверцята. А ось і він.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ні, не можна вибити двері. Все. О, що це таке? А, Potion це просто стоїть, дивіться. В землі. Вирішив навіть скриньою не заморочуватися. Знов босфайтик. Та тобі капець уже. Він атакує мене? Ого. Прикольно. Дивіться, який цікавий босфайт. Тут таких нема. Це незвично. Погнали до виходу нарешті. Ми ж перемогли. О, до речі. Треба зробити ось так. Та, йома, зараз. Ай, не те. Зберегти. Так, а ось і вихід якийсь, я так розумію, так? Круто. Ні, ну квест, блін, офігенний квест, серйозно. І це ексклюзив. Мені навіть шкода, що інші не зможуть в нього пограти. Wow.
Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access through the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get to shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
Треба його перемогти зараз. Ой. Тут у нас майнд контрол був. Оба. Що сталося? А, це він створив. Прикольно, ще й бос. Ну це типу троля переворка, але все одно круто ж. Можна їх таких у гру було додати побільше. Нема більше твого ботика. Що, ще більше зараз буде? Вау. Ух ти. Да, точно троль. Просто зроблений інакше. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Ох, прикольно як. На. Ай-яй. Один юзаном. Де ти там? Стопифай. Іде. Хова.
Well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail? Specifically.
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Well done. I had a feeling about you.
Прикольна локація.
I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the puppet's playmate.
Я так і знав, що це підстава така. Мені на вихід іти, типу, так? Розумів. Вихід це тут. Давай, до зустрічі. Ну от і вийшли. Ізі.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
Were you worried I might not return?
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
І...
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Officer Singer? Давайте швидко. Ну, квест прикольний.
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
Well, yes, she said she did, but I think you might have missed the bit about the dungeon.
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Ходімо, ходімо. Ти прям побіжиш, чи як? Чи я сам? А, ти за мною біжиш. Давай. О, не пірнати. Музон змінився. А її вже тут і нема.
Oh, hello,
А ні.
I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Ого. Ну це було очікувано, що коли вона з паличкою вийшла.
Stop her!
Що, з одної тички прилягла? На.
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Ну, це типу нас. Круціон на неї не можна юзанути, до речі. Глина тобі.
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student. Confringo!
О! А що це з нею сталося? На тобі. А, я її заморозив, я зрозумів. Бамбада. Гарно. Нормально вдає ХП. На.
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio.
О, який прикольний скіл.
Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Офіцер Сінгер взагалі від'їхала дуже швидко щось. Оу. Дивіться, дивіться, провантажується. Оп. Де... Такі от справи тут. І так все. Казково в цьому вашому Хогсміті. О, хаває яблуко. Нормас.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you.
О, капелюх ельфа.
Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
Choose a sign. Westerns. Stitches and Jots. Щось мені взагалі жоден з цих варіантів не подобається. І як я хочу це називати? SD CBVV. Давай, SD.
I choose stitches and drafts.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Не every, але ще 2 рази. О, капелюхи скинули. Shopkeeper's coat. Shopkeeper's hat. Shopkeeper's ensemble. О, прикольно, у мене тепер є шмотки власника магазину. Я можу продавати... я все одно можу продавати фігню лише.
Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell.
Да, я думав, я зможу все продавати. Ну, ось і квест, власне, який був. Stitches and Jots. Так. Change appearance. Я ж не забрав їх, мабуть. Це, мабуть, в колекшенсах чи де, чи... Ні. Десь має бути, не знаю. Inventory talents, зрозуміло. Давайте далі, мапа. Що тут у нас є? Ходімо в Хогвартс по мейн-квесту. Еміт. Одразу рукавиці перевіримо. Гірші. Так.
Revelio.
Як мені... Що, куди мені іти? Як сюди потрапити? А, не та клавіша. Бігом, бігом. От камера тут, звісно, такими моментами дуже незручна. Я сподіваюся, це ж зараз не зміниться погода. Чи немає, наче.
Hello there. Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Добре. Я думаю, я туди телепортуюсь одразу. Далеченько. Ова. Опс, вище. Стоп, не вище. Нижче. Нижче.
Revelio.
Угу. Угу. Оп. 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 І ще один. Оп. Тепер назад. Я дивлюсь, тут посадкова лінія є. На ній треба сісти, мабуть, ні? Так. Оп. Вітаю, Локдок.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
От, блін, як
It
обірвалося.
is an honor, sir.
you speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you.
Ну, це зрозуміло.
You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Our meet and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Давай.
I shall see you soon.
Інвіз. Оп.
The door is looking at us.
А, вон про цю двері. Чо, прям перед нею. Погнали. Mind's Eye.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Оп, телепортувався.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accurate.
Застрибнути ми туди, звісно, не можемо. Добре, добре. Цікаво, що я роблю Акіо туди і притягуюсь сам, а не об'єкт до мене.
I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Оп. Так. Я його трохи дезінтегрував.
Revelio. Being watched by a door.
Та я розумію, я хотів розуміти, що нам дає тяга цієї штуки. Добре.
Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Чудово.
Let's take a look around our meet. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be
Давай
plans
же, Ваня.
around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Стоп.
Revelio.
Тут ось скриня. Дивіться. Як до неї потрапити?
Accio.
Ось так до неї потрапити. Можливо, почати треба з якоїсь іншої точки. Ну, нам точно треба якимось чином сюди запустити. Може це починається навпаки десь тут. А. Конфрінга. Тепер туди. Тягнемо. Давай вже підіймайся. Оба! Супер скриня. Це побігли. Оп! The ends petrify the means. Досягнення якесь я отримав.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Читай.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something large. Wow. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
One of the best meals I've ever eaten. Who's there? Who is he?
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. You can't find.
Оп! Дезінтеграція.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Обережненько так, хоп-хоп. Сюди і сюди. Вискочити не можна просто. Добре, проповземо назад.
Revelio.
Ні? Значить, нам не сюди, нам, мабуть, туди. Де вода. Угу.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not in the time that we need right now.
І що, наче я сюди пробігав ради ось цього? В принципі, я можу отак. Зараз буде заруба. Ой, підійдіть, будь ласка, одне до одного, будь ласочку. Так, зараз. Під Ріфікус Тоталіус. Весь час, коли кидаю в них сокири, згадую, як у трейлері першому цієї гри, ще у 13-му році, мабуть, чи якомусь, він там мечем прибивав до стіни гобліна. Тобто вона мала бути спочатку більш такою жорстокою. Але... Випадковість. Та, блін. No.
That should be the last of them, Armand.
Чел пішов зі мною, просто став масовим вбивцею. Вибачай вже, що тут сказати. Стоп.
Revelio.
Десь щось треба... А, бачу.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Це... А тут що, куди? А, ліфт. Не знаю, чи мені зараз треба. Ну, я думаю, anyway, я можу на нього зараз сходити. Квест тут.
I think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking. Revelio.
Це, мабуть, вихід, але я все одно я краще заберу просто про всяк випадок. Одразу тут. О, а якби в мене не було ще другого рівня. То що тоді? Довелося б повертатися сюди якось. Блін.
Revelio.
О, ялинка. Прикольно. Добре, ходімо за квестом. Це вихід швидше за все, реально. Really? Телепортуйся, Аміт. Хова. Набираємо плани. Бур. Такий був, значить, у Final Fantasy. В 15, а може і не тільки в 15, але в 15 я з таким босфайтом бився. І схожий був у Batman Arkham Knight. Так, це вихід, я так і думав.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
Welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
А, все, це і є вихід. Я просто стрибнув, а мабуть можна було піти якось чи що. Все. Hogwarts Volley.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
Про те, як ми вбили кілька десятків гоблінів.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now,
Не знаю, на що він нам треба був.
I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado,
Адью. Там. Оп. Що, розповідай.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something
Опа.
else you said before we entered the mine.
Звернувся.
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
Чомусь ніхто цим не займається, окрім нас. Передайте це Міністерству магії, і там прилетить, я не знаю, 1000 цих карателів і рознесуть їх поки що можуть. Ну що ж, ББ.
I hope Professor Fit...
О.
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spitwitches as soon as you can.
О, чудово. Зараз буду. Блін, а де він? Олівандерс. А, ну ось. Там, до речі, закінчив проходження Resident Evil. Буде виходити частинами, по кілька частин на добу. І що воно дасть? О, прикольно. Давай. Добре. Так, і буде проходження там виходити по кілька частин на добу. 11 числа вийде фінальна частина 3-го Резиденту. 20-го числа вже нарешті виходить Spider-Man 2. Я думаю, будемо грати з релізу, а може вони дадуть перед релізку, то взагалі раніше.
Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Куди нам? World Map. Ого. Ого. Аж сюди. Good. Реально швидше стало. Троль, ніфіга собі. Ще троль. Ого. це за локація така у них? Військовий якийсь форт.
This looks intriguing.
Так, мені треба ліворуч. Ж зможу так пролетіти? Ні, не зможу.
These rocks have seen better days.
Чому мені так облітати аж? Треба, я, мабуть, десь провтикав. Десь не туди полетів. Так. Не туди. Мені треба ліворуч. Угу. Тобто я так летітиму впритул. Ось куди мені треба було летіти. Тьом. А я, мабуть, не можу туди ще потрапити просто. Літералі. А, мені треба нагору. Це питань нема. Чи ще не можу, я не розумію. Ну правильно, і отак от вздовж гори летіти. Мабуть, не можу. Угу. Can't enter while mounted. Мабуть, туди тільки низом пройти можна якось. Ось сюди. Судячи з усього. Чи ні? Ну добре. Якщо сюди не можна, то давайте на мейн квест краще підемо. Locate on map. Так. Квест не тут. Де це взагалі? А, мап-чембер мені треба. Пом-пром. О, дивіться, тут ця мапа прикольна. Що, поговоримо?
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Ого, так. Де цього хедмастер офіс? Добре, давайте вийдемо з мап-чембера.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Давай. Куди це?
I already have the wormwood. What about the shrivel fix? Bet you don't have the porcupine quills. No, I do.
Кіт. 2 навіть. І другого, обов'язково другого.
I did 26 hours of homework last week.
Let me guess. Catching up on history of magic?
How did you know?
By the disappointing
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Іншим разом. А, стоп, мені треба.
Revelio.
Куди мені? Книжка. Hello there. Quest begins.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more.
У нього демігайст.
And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Nice. Ну що ж, поїхали. Nice.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
А можна так звалити кудись? Чи завади кидаврить когось? Це не дивно, що я так бігаю? А, нікого типу нема в коридорах. А ні, є.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better. I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all.
What could the headmaster want?
Бігом, 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 бігом. Ой, гарно, дивіться. Тут не було погано, вони навіть не рядили цих гаргулю-яструбів.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Все.
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls,
Тобі чого?
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
От так от.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
А ти що хочеш?
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Опа.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
А ну, get out of my way.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror?
Professor, I need to speak to you.
Expelliarmus.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I don't miss him.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting
Снікінг, я туди вже як на прогулянки ходжу.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No.
Тут якби сюжет, він з ігровими геймплейними умовностями взагалі не збігається.
You keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand.
Ой, тут теж гарно.
To give Professor Fig some breathing room. Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the great hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Оу. Прикольно.
Scroop!
Greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you! The polyjuice potion's wearing off.
Nice.
I best get out of sight.
Бігом, 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 бігом. А, ну тут я перетворюсь зараз, да? Чи що? Не туди я пішов. Це ж хтось на серйозі озвучив. Ай. Мабуть, мені сюди. Чути, я не розумію, а куди він хоче, щоб я потрапив? Може сюди? А, ось підйом. Добре, це було таймінгово.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Та давай вже.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Побігли. Та де та гаргуля? Потім виграє. Чи далеко бігти, цікаво. Будь на саму вершину. Ключ. Там щойно був ключ. Дивіться, залагала рука. Книги вже нема в руці, а... Анімація ще тут. Там, значить, ці згори зараз ключик юзанемо ще. Це забіг. Сподіваюсь, у нього термоодяг. Бо інакше він зараз мокрий просто, наче поплавав би був в такому-то одязі бігати. Оп. Трофі рум. Я ж наче отримував це. О, гарний коридор, до речі. Тільки не зрозумів, на що такий довгий коридор до його кабінету.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Password.
Toujours pure.
Toujours pure. Toujours pure. Toujours pure. О, стоп.
Revelio.
Ще й такі сходи величезні.
All the elite wizarding families have a motto.
High level 3.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
Добре.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Це не тут. Чого у нього такий маленький офіс? Стоп, тут щось є.
That must be the pedestal.
Use. Що, воно мене затягне зараз чи що? Вау.
Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
Прикольно.
I am here. In this place, you may call me Eve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Добре.
The first you will need. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
О, це смерть. Нічого собі. Це таке щось між квестом пугала.
Get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
Бігом, 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 бігом.
I see a staircase straight ahead.
Так, як його обійти? Чудово. Ой. Найс, мене відправили. Кажуть, книжечку відкриєш, прочитаєш.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Давай же швидше вже. Dark Mongrel.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Кріпі. Сьогодні кріпі стрім.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Ой, а, він тут прям стояв. Найс. Прикольно, прикольно. Сьогодні такий кріпі. Там квест стрьомний трохи. Тут також. А це що? Хіл? А на що мені хіл? Я що з ними битися? Може, я ж не можу з ними битися.
Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find.
А, ось цей мене побачив. Давай. Ой-ой. Тут велика ця смерть.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Швидше.
The only safe way forward. Close tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Тихо.
Now's my chance.
Що ти кричиш?
That's the way forward.
Давай бігом. Плащ-невидимка.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Плащ-невидимка.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Це якийсь Assassin's Creed.
But have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you.
Бузинова паличка.
Squander its extraordinary power.
Давай. Бузинова паличка. Йо-моє. Зараз буде супербій якийсь.
I've never felt such power. Bombarder.
Тобто у мене всього кілька скілів, так? Тепер. Точніше, 4. Ну, 4 плюс удар. Це в неї удари. У неї зовсім інший каст. Тобто це про дари смерті? Звучить такий прям.
Defender, Bombarder. Descender. Bombarder. Descender. Departure. Defender.
Блін, я випадково. Скіл скинув. Де там пес? Та, блін. Давай ще раз. І це, ну це найприкольніше, це поки ти не атакуєш, вони реально довго туплять. Атакують вони по одному. Тобто, активність бою насправді створює гравець, а не вороги. Не вийшло того зупинити, я просто хотів відбити. А і шмотки в мене, до речі, дефолтні. Просто костюм, типу. Хогвартський. Опа! Це точно квест пугала з Arkham Asylum. Complete battle in 14 minutes. Bams.
Defender, Bombarder, Descender. Defender, Bombarder, Repulsor. Defender, Bombarder. Potato.
Нормально я. Поки жодної тички не отримав.
Defender, Bombarder. Defender, Bombarder.
75 комбо.
Defender, Bombarder. Bombarder.
Ну тут менше часу вже. Ай.
Descender. Repulsor.
Давай, давай, давай.
Defender, Bombarder.
Ай.
Defender, Bombarder.
Ой-ой-ой. Так, давай обережніше. А що мене прилетіло? Звідки? 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 Що я не бачу. Все, можна.
Defender, Bombarder. Descender, Repulsor. Defender, Bombarder.
Ух ти, я ж... А, я відбив, але... Не зовсім так, як хотів.
Defender, Bombarder.
Відбився. Так, ходімо. Ой, я забув, я так вмію точно. Тепер виходить маховик часу. Наступний. А, філософський камінь. Як маховик часу, це ж інша штука.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
Реально Assassin's Creed.
I can't believe she's dead.
Dear sweet Neve.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
А у мене філософський камінь.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Та ні, філософський камінь не так працює, наскільки я пам'ятаю.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Це фінальна частинка, наче? Чи будуть ще чиїсь?
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in.
Вона її, типу, випила.
Feel it.
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Я думаю, вона її зараз заводить, даврить. Але ні. О, нормальний світ, нормальні шмотки. Тільки глюканула щойно, що розглючила.
Ревеліо.
Тут вже нічого нема. Ми ходимо. Professor.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait.
Я так розумію, дійсно, зараз зміна сезону, і вже буде зими-весна, поки вони там поспілкуються.
Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier.
Це вже не Гаррі Поттер, це вже Джуджутсу Кайзен якийсь починається, прокляту енергію юзають. Хоча, якщо бути чесним, якось у Гаррі Поттері у всесвіті ніколи не було цього балансу сил, якогось розуміння рівнів сили того і іншого. Я вже мовчу про бойову систему. Типу те, що вони для гри зробили, це таке ще. Кулдаун та й все. Але от саме в світі чаклунства, так, в них якось немає якогось балансування, зрозумілості, як ці здібності використовуються, що для них треба і все таке. Тобто там сказано лише просто, що треба концентрація і, типу, а якісь обмеження, ну, нема ніяких. Тобто, чому не кастувати постійно ту ж, не знаю, бомбарду просто в усіх випадках? Це ж неймовірно лютий скіл. О, Себастьян. Добре. Професор Уізлі. Зрозумів просто. Пум-пум-пум-пум, Dungeons. Я думаю, ми на цьому будемо завершувати цю трансляцію. І продовжимо вже іншим разом. Для цього я ще хочу зробити... До речі, квестлайн, новий квестлайн, так. Йдемо в нашу кімнату. Ну, якось так, власне. На цьому, я думаю, будемо і закінчувати. О, до речі, це зробимо ще і будемо закінчувати. Оп. Все, всім до зустрічі.